decided to do this video because I'm always telling everyone it's perfectly okay to not be okay. And right now, I'm being okay with not being okay. I'm sat here and I'm just looking at my stuff. And I've got my plans, and I've got my lists, and I've got my history, and I've got my laptop, and I've got power, and I've got peace and quiet, and all the animals are chilled, everything's safe, I'm fed, I'm watered. Do you know what? My mind is blank. Completely blank. And I feel like, despite my attempts to see what I'm doing and to remind myself of what I'm doing and how, my mind is just not up for it today. Yeah, I can't say today either. It can change in 5 minutes. It could change. Just doing this video could change. But when I'm talking to people and I'm sharing with them, especially those who are doing work with me at the moment, it's so important to know that your good day looks different every day. The amount that you're capable of looks different every day. You know, as I'm human, and apart from the fact that I'm human, I have many invisible illnesses, and I'm not a hypochondriac or anything like that. I just have many things that, look at me, I look pretty damn good, but I'm still recovering from major surgery and still not up to scratch because I just don't feel it in my body yet. So, you know, I still get tired and things. I'm still picking what do I need to do, making sure that what's important comes first. So I'm managing my spoons. I've experienced quite a lot of tiredness ever since I had a stroke in 2017. Life affects me differently to what it did before the stroke. I have Asperger's, so that just means that my brain's wired differently. Sometimes I'm just full in and full on, and sometimes I'm just not. And I can have, maybe call it depression. I have days where I'm more emotional. Maybe that's post-hysterectomy. I don't know. But what I do know is I have days where I'm more emotional. And I just need to sit and allow it to be. And that's okay. You know, there's so many things that we could give ourselves a hard time for. You know, like we're supposed to be doing things. But maybe, just maybe, we're not. Maybe the reason why we're not doing something is because we need to rest. Maybe it's because there's something that's about to happen that we just don't know about. That when that something happens, that will be the key thing to create the next thing that we're birthing into being. Like, who knows? Okay? So, when things go wrong, they're not actually going wrong. They're just taking us in a different direction. Like, wrong would be not wrong at all because it's just off balance. Maybe forcing ourselves to do something that isn't right is just so unkind to ourselves and so unnecessary causes more use of energy, more friction. The more friction we have, the more things build up, the more we end up resenting things or not liking what it is we're supposed to be doing. I do what I do because when I do these things, my heart sings. I get a lot out of creating, I get a lot out of serving, I get a lot out of delivering things. But right now in this moment, despite getting everything and everything else is perfect, it's just my head saying no. And it isn't like a major resistance. It isn't saying no, no, no. It's just going, I just don't feel like working right now. So I'm honouring that. And I've gone and done some admin, I suppose, you know, some deleting things that aren't necessary and decluttering my inbox and just checking out some other things and listening to some other bits and pieces. Like, by default, I've done some of the week 5's course. When really, today is all about the week 3 course. And somehow, my forgiveness Ho'oponopono has completely vanished. And I have no idea where it is. Now, I know that the forgiveness Ho'oponopono was on the laptop. And I know the forgiveness Ho'oponopono is somewhere online. And it was on my old website, which everything went off that, which means it must be on Simon's YouTube. So I've been through all my laptop and I've been through what on earth is it called? What I listen to audiobooks on. And I found some of it, which was awesome. It's like, yes, okay, so I found that. Perfect. But I've not found what I was looking for. The thing is, I'm obviously looking for something that's not necessary. There must be something in it that is supposed to be replaced or redone in some way, because otherwise it would be there. And I trust the universe completely. I have complete faith that all is well and everything will be ready on time for Monday evening. So for whatever reason, I'm sat here not knowing when the next bit will come, knowing that it will, and it will all just sort itself out, and just allowing that to be, and being kind enough to myself to allow that to be without giving myself a hard time over it, you know. So I think I'm going to go and have a little sit outside and see how things are and contemplate life, the universe and everything by just staring at the sky and the beauty of nature. And I'd like to just remind you all that whatever your life looks like today, even if it's not going to plan, it's supposed to be this way. And there's going to be some pretty fucking amazing learning coming from something or other. But by fighting, we create more resistance, and that creates dis-ease. And by going with the flow and just allowing it to be, we're being kind enough and having mercy on ourselves, and we're just giving ourselves a break, or we can just get on and do stuff. So, love you lots. I hope your day is running smoothly and with ease. And remember to be kind to yourself.